On tonight's programme, how safe is our city? Major steps are taken in Southampton to protect us from terrorism.
Twitter row, why more characters may not mean more happy tweets.
And making their voices heard, the children helping others for charity.
Hello, I'm Tatiana Bergin.
And I'm Katie Howard, and this is your evening bulletin.
Southampton's West Quay Shopping Centre is taking major steps to improve security following the mass shooting in Las Vegas. Those visiting this week may notice an increase in armed guards patrolling the building, random spot searches, and even the absence of rubbish bins. We asked Southampton residents for their opinions on American gun control.
In the UK, there are on average 6 guns per 100 people, whereas in the US that number rises to 88 guns per 100 people. We took to the streets of Southampton to find out your thoughts on American gun crime and gun safety.
Well, my husband's got a gun, and the rigmarole they go through to give him a gun is pretty, hard. So I think that they ought to do that over there a bit more.
Now, as regards ordinary everyday life in Texas, which is what I've experienced over the years, guns are just part of culture.
On average, 60% of homicides in the USA are by firearm. In 2017, there have been over 11,000 firearm-related deaths. But what can they do to change it?
You've got to have a case. My husband's got one, and it has to be in there at all times. So nobody can get to it. Only my husband through the key. It's sort of a sealed case.
Until the amendments are changed, they can't change anything. They can't. They have to change the Second Amendment, first or Second Amendment, because it does to give them the right to bear arms. And at the end of the day, anything apart from that, set aside from that, can be really, really difficult for them to control.
For more on this and other stories, visit solentjournalism.co.uk. I'm James Griffin for Solent News.
Theresa May has announced plans to freeze tuition fees for university students and raise the amount the graduates can earn before having to pay them back. The plans were revealed during the Conservative Party conference in Manchester in an attempt to gain more student voters. Our reporter Sophie White asked Southampton students how they felt about this.
Well, it really depends what job I can get after my university degree. If I can get a good job around about the £35,000 to £40,000 mark, then yeah, no, it certainly affects me. But if I struggle to find a job and sort of get stuck around about the 22 grand mark or something like that, not that's a bad thing, then you wouldn't be paying anything back, would you, if it is stretched to £25,000? I'm surprised they've done that, actually. If anything, I thought they would have made it lower, start paying the student loan back, but who knows what will happen in the future.
Twitter users in Southampton have been criticising plans to increase the number of characters used in a single tweet. The social media platform wants to go up from 140 characters to 280, but as Sophie Luckett has been finding out, some say it's too long.
Twitter announced last week that they're doubling the amount of characters people can use in tweets. A select number of users in only a few languages have been given the test update, and if successful, Twitter have not revealed when everyone will have access to the feature. Twitter have stated that only 9% of tweets were hitting the 140 character limit. So how necessary is the increase? Twitter users in Southampton have mixed opinions. Lucas Roberts has tweeted that it kind of ruins the gimmick or a restriction, 280 is just too many. Charlotte Mednick disagrees. She tweeted, "I don't think it's too much. Twitter's changed into a place where people share more ideas, threads, that can't always be condensed into 140. The test feature was announced very suddenly, but Twitter have announced no solid plans to make the feature site-wide soon. Let's hope that Twitter's next update means you can edit a tweet." I'm Sophie Luckett and this is Solent News.
A group of talented youths from the Voice Kids UK have been visiting the Point Theatre in Eastleigh to raise money for the Hampshire-based Youth Support Children's Charity.
As I found out, the stage show brought disadvantaged young children and carers together to give them an experience they'll never forget.
I'm Tatiana Bergin for Solent Journalism.
1-0 to Southampton FC, and the Youth Support kids are frontline to all the action. For nearly a decade, Youth Support has provided opportunities for young people with life-limiting conditions and disabilities. Changing lives through experiences that young people often take for granted, we visited the Point Theatre in Eastleigh to find out why the Voice Kids are performing in aid of the Youth Support Children's charity.
We went and visited a school which was absolutely amazing. It was very hard hitting to see how lucky we are, which was very important. I think it was really good.
I think it just warms my heart, and it shows all the hard work that I put into my singing, and that every day, like I practice, I do my scales, I do my warm ups, I do the silly faces to stretch my face muscles, you know, and like it's so rewarding because I can do things like this, and it just helps people, and it almost feels like I'm not doing anything at all because I enjoy it so much.
Getting up on stage was absolutely crazy. I let out all my emotions and just lived life. I think you should just go for it because in my opinion singing is one of my ways to just escape everything and just say how I really feel with like a great melody and just the lyrics that really mean stuff. So I'd say definitely go for it.
In this sort of industry, everyone's on a completely even playing field. Just do what you're passionate about, definitely.
On to sport now, and Josh Milsom is here with today's roundup. Josh?
Yeah, thanks, Katie. So the might of the Premier League has been pushed aside again for another week for the 2018 Russia World Cup qualifiers, which start tomorrow. So England are playing Slovenia. That was a 0-0 game exactly a year ago now. So that should be intriguing to see how this one goes down tomorrow. England then have Lithuania on Sunday. Two Southampton players are in the squad, Ryan Bertrand and Fraser Forster. How likely those two are to start is debatable. Not really starting for their clubs at the moment, so we'll see where it goes from there. Northern Ireland versus Germany as well tomorrow, and then Northern Ireland are also away on Sunday against Norway. One Southampton player features there, Stephen Davis, who is of course the captain, so his starting chances are definitely strong. And then we have Scotland versus Slovakia, and then away at Slovenia on Sunday. Scotland away at Slovenia on Sunday. And then on Monday we have Wales versus the Republic of Ireland. Winner goes second in their World Cup qualifying group, so it is a very, very exciting game and one that everyone will definitely be watching.
Thanks, Josh.
Brilliant.
Thanks, Josh. So that's all from us today. You can find all our stories and more online. Head to solentjournalism.co.uk and have a great evening.
Goodbye.